remarkable singing bird native to Indian subcontinent. The magpie robin thrives on a variety of habitats. It is found in the woodlands, gardens and parks, and in towns right into human vicinity.
It prefers to make its nest in tree hollows, gaps in the rooftop, and electric boxes. It is also very adaptive to nest boxes installed in houses. The male appears in a glossy blue, black, and white color, and the female in grey and white color. Both display a typical behavior of flicking up the tail while foraging or perching, or sometimes while giving a typical call. On the afternoon of June 19, 2018, the staff at AERF field station of Devrukh were busy in their work when one of the residents from the neighborhood came to the office and reported chicks of some bird have fallen from a tree. Everybody rushed to the spot to find 3 hatchlings of Oriental Magpie Robin. The chicks were temporarily placed in a cardboard box while the team got engaged in preparing a nest box for the rehabilitation of the hatchlings. A waste bucket, cardboard, coconut husk as base, and waste plastic sheet were used to make a temporary nest for the chicks, and finally a hole for the in and out movement of the birds. Very gently, each chick was placed into the nest. The nest box was installed at a height that is usually preferred by magpie robins on a tree. The tree selected for installing the nest box was just next to the spot where the chicks had fallen. AERF has been working towards conservation of flora, fauna, and the forest for many years, which is why the people in the vicinity approach the field station in such situations. And now, it was time to wait and watch. We all moved away from the location to allow the uninterrupted access of the parents. After waiting for some time, we were back to our regular work, when suddenly one of us called out and said, "There's a bird near the nest box." Much to our satisfaction, it was a male Oriental Magpie Robin. We gave a sigh of relief and kept observing the male, who supervised the surroundings and flew away. Moments later, we saw the female with some food entering the nest box, and that was the most satisfying sight for us. We could see and document every movement from the window of our office without disturbing the flow of the beautiful scenes that nature was showing us. The curiosity was increasing every minute, and we kept satisfying it. We just sat, observed, and documented the scenes from the window. And this is what we saw. Multiple rounds of feeding. Each time the parents brought some insect for the chicks. The female came. It fed, flew, and repeated the same. She was accompanied by the male. The 4th time, it was the male that brought food for the chicks, and continued just like the female. After the 6th round, the male immediately came for the 7th. Within a minute, and also started observing around again. It again peeped into the nest and then flew away. In all, 7 rounds of feeding were observed in a span of 25 minutes. This assured us that the chicks were rehabilitated successfully. We did not interfere again in the nurturing of the chicks by the adult magpie robins. We only hoped for a healthy flight of the chicks and allowed nature to take its course.
This is what we achieved.